Hello students, welcome to the online classes. Today we will learn the gerund. You know what is gerund? A gerund is the ing form of a verb that functions the same as a noun. We all know that a verb is an action, but a gerund looks like a verb but it is actually a noun. For example, hunting tigers is dangerous. Smoking causes lung cancer. I enjoy cooking. I will never forget studying in lockdown period. In the very first sentence, hunting tigers is dangerous. If I will only say the word hunt, it is a verb. But instead of saying hunt, I am using the ing form to the hunt. It became hunting. It means it is not the verb, it is actually a noun. So that we can call it a hunting verbal noun. Similarly, smoking causes a lung cancer. Actually, smoke is a verb, but if we are adding ing to the present word, it became smoking. And if we are saying smoking causes lung cancer, in the sentence, smoking is a gerund and causes is a verb. I enjoy cooking. In this sentence, I is the subject, enjoy is the verb, and cooking is gerund. Why? Because we are adding ing to the present word and it became a cooking. In the same way, I will never forget studying in lockdown period. Similarly, I is subject, forget is verb, but studying is gerund because we have added ing to the present word and it have become studying. Now, how can we recognize gerund? How do we know that a gerund is used in the present sentences or not? So, when we used the ing form of the verb as a subject, it is known as gerund or verbal noun. It is a base form plus ing. Examples. If I am saying I jog every morning, in the sentence jog is verb. But instead of saying I jog every morning, I am saying I love jogging. So jogging has become a gerund. Why? Because as I explained, jog plus ing jogging. In the sentence, love is a verb and jogging is a gerund because jog verb plus ing, it has become verbal noun. Next, jogging is one of my favorite ways to exercise. Similarly, jogging in the sentence verb plus ing, it became jogging and we will say that the word is a gerund and gerund is used in the same sentence. Okay, when we can use gerund? We can use gerund as a subject, then after some common expression, after preposition, after another verb. Let's have a look to the detailed expression. First, as a subject. Examples. Eating fruits and vegetables is more important for healthy diet. In the sentence, we are not saying eat, we are saying eating. It means eat plus ing. We made the word gerund. Eating fruits and vegetables is more important for healthy diet. It means we are using gerund as a subject. Second, studying gerund is very important for learn English. Similarly, study plus ing, studying is a gerund. Studying gerund is very important for learn English. In this sentence, we have added ing to the verb study and it became a gerund. Now, we will see after some common expression. How can we use gerund in another sentences? There are some common expressions. In spite of, prefer to, of no use, etc. These phrases, these words are common expressions and these words are used in so many sentences. For example, in spite of becoming a doctor, I chose to become a teacher. In the sentence, becoming is a gerund and this gerund is used as a common expression after some common expression. What is common expression? In spite of. It means gerund is using in the sentence after some common expression. Second, it's no use trying to escape. No use is also some common expression, and it's no use trying to escape. In the sentence, trying is gerund. But what is verb? Use is a verb. Next, after preposition. What is preposition? On, in, of, at, to, under, behind, without. These are prepositions. You know very well because we have learned parts of speech. Okay. Examples. She walked out of the room without saying a word. As we know very well that gerund is a verb plus ing. So what is gerund in this sentence? Saying. Saying is a gerund. She walked out of the room without saying a word. Okay. It means saying is a gerund. Second, in spite of missing the train, we arrived on time. In spite of, this is also a preposition, and in spite of missing the train, we arrived on time. In this sentence, missing is the gerund. It is not the noun. It is not the verb, but it is a gerund. It means it is verbal noun. It looks like a verb, but actually it is a noun. After another verb, we can use the gerund in the sentence after some verb. For example, when will you give up smoking? In the sentence, give up is verb, but smoking is gerund. Okay, it is using after the verb. Second sentence, he kept on asking for money. Kept on, verb, he is subject, money is object, but asking is the gerund because we have added ing to the verb ask. That's why it is the gerund. It looks like a verb but not. It is actually a noun. Okay, let's practice. Now we have explained the gerund. It is slightly difficult. That's why it is called a confusing English, because it looks like a verb, but it is not the verb. It is actually a noun. It confuses us. That's why we can call it a confusing English. So, as we explained the gerund to you, now there is some questions for you. Okay, find out the gerunds in the given sentences. There are some sentences, you have to find the gerunds. Okay, first, brushing your teeth is important. One of his duties is attending meetings. She avoided him by walking on the opposite side of the road, and he likes reading the novel. In these sentences, there are gerunds in each and every sentences. What you have to do, students, you have to recognize the gerund. And one more thing, you have to recognize the gerund and you say ki, in what sense gerund is used, as an object, as a subject, after some preposition, or after some common expressions. So this is the gerund, and it is slightly difficult, but it is a confusing English. This type of questions comes in the examination for 2 marks but we have to learn it in detail. Why? Because if we want to learn English, we have to know each and every minor thing of English. That's why you should have to know the use of gerund, and or in what way you can use gerunds. Okay, so let's practice the gerund, and thank you.